Welcome back, coin roll hunters. Thanks for joining me. I am Matthew, the great coin roll hunter, and you're watching episode 3 in our 4-part series of Let's See What the Bartender Dragged In. So if you haven't already watched the first 2 videos in this series, make sure you catch up because there is so many different things we're looking for when we're hunting these coins that I just don't have the time to go over every single one of them every video, especially today because we are taking a look at another element of these small dollar coins, and that is edge lettering. So when it comes to these small dollar coins, they have gone through a 2-part minting process. First, these blank dollar planchettes are fed into a coining machine, which mints in and presses in the obverse and reverse designs of the coin. Then they're ejected into a bin all willy-nilly before they're fed into an edge-incusing machine to imprint our edge lettering. Now, when it comes to the circulation coins, they do not pay any attention to the heads-up or tails-up orientation of the coin before it goes through the machine. And so that basically provides us with 2 different varieties of edge lettering. So as you can see, this one is says E pluribus unum, one from many, that's Latin, as well as the date and these kind of star pattern. Now if you can read the coin like this, look at the top, and you can see that is the reverse side of the coin. There we go. This is known as position A. Now if we flipped it, and we could read the lettering that way, if that was the right side up way of the lettering, that would be position A. And a lot of collectors of these coins like to have an example of each position, each type of variety of edge-incusing for these coins. So just another cool thing you can look for when you're hunting these small dollars. Now that's not to say that's an error coin. It's more like a variety. Because all of the coins for circulation are kind of minted that way, technically you would have a 50-50 chance of finding either one of these positions, either one of these varieties. Now what would be an error and considered an error coin is if these presidential dollars or the Native American dollars had no edge-incusing along these edges and it was just smooth. That would be considered an error, and that would also carry quite a premium as well. So we want to keep our eyes out for this edge lettering. Some other examples of errors that can happen is these coins get sent into the incussing machine twice, and then you have double lettering. Sometimes they can be the same orientation, and you'll see like double lettering in the same like position A, we'll say, and that's called double lettering. But let's say it went through tails and then they sent it through again heads, that would be called inverted lettering. So that is another type of error we can look for in these coins, and again, those errors demand a premium, so they're worth paying attention to. So before we get too bored here, giving you too many details, I will say this, that the most common presidential dollar to find those edge lettering errors on is the George Washington, and they estimate about 100,000 to 200,000 of those George Washington presidential dollars made it into circulation without edge lettering, so smooth edges like these here. Now, super excited right now because just flipping these over on the edges, we can see these 2 reeded edges here with the clad. These are probably Susan B. Anthony dollars. Okay, yep, there it is. All right, so let's see what date we have here. 1979 again. All right, an excellent find. These are minted between 1979 and 1999 intermittently, so it's not straight on through, and that looks like a D mint mark. So that will go great with our San Francisco mint mark. But we also have another one here. Let's pull this one out. Okay, there it is. And, oh, you know what? I forgot to ask you guys to guess. What do you guys think that this year could be. So somewhere between 1979 and 1999. Now, I'm also going to challenge you to look up and teach yourself which dates these were minted in. So if look in your red books to find out what years these were made. And I'm going to put this aside for now to give you time to look that up for yourself. Plus, you can kind of see the obverse and reverse side of that Susan B. Anthony coin, which is pretty cool. And then we'll check that date at the end of the video. All right. So back to our hunt now. We are looking at the edge lettering. So immediately, though, I'm spotting a lot of these smooth coins. These are probably 2009s, which could be our Cheerio dollars. Again, we're looking for P, so 2000 P Sacagawea coins. This one has no edge lettering. It's another giveaway. We want to take a close look at the edge feathers. Those look pretty smooth to me. Not a Cheerios coin. All right, so those the tail feather detail is the key to that particular design. Let's take a look at this one. That's a Denver, so it's not going to be in that one. One more. Oh, okay, here we go. So did I just grab the wrong one? James Polk. Nope, that one, I grabbed the wrong one. You can see the edge lettering on that one. Now, let's see if we can't get an orientation on it. Let's see here. Hard time focusing on the edge. That's tough. We'll move these up. So, all right. A lot of time spent on focusing here. But, oh, it's really worn too. So you can see how much of a challenge it is. Okay, so that is position A. All right, so you can see that's pretty tedious, so I'm probably not going to go through each and every one of those. But we see edge lettering, we check, see if it's a presidential dollar, and we'll move on. Because what we're looking for is something without edge lettering. Ooh, that one's in pretty good shape. That is William Henry Harrison. All right. So at the risk of going too long here, we'll just keep going. So that's a 2001 Sacagawea Denver. It's in pretty decent shape. Keep in mind, these were passed over a bar. That's why we call it, look what the bartender dragged in. That's a Denver, so... edge lettering, presidential dollar. Okay. All right. So there's a lot going on in these coins, so just bear with me here. We're going to try to find the good ones. It's a 2001 Philadelphia. All right, again, edge lettering, that's a position A. All right, so there's got to be a kind of a faster way we can go through these. So when it comes to edge lettering, just briefly looking at the edges, you can see smooth could be a possibility. Most of these, I don't see any double lettering or inverted lettering, so we can just kick those out right away. Okay, so those three presidential dollars. Now, if you're looking for an example of each position, go ahead and take the time to look at them. But, all right, so that leaves us with 4 smooth-edged dollars. Now, these could be our 2000 Philadelphia Cheerio dollars, or these could be error coins in the presidential dollars or Native American series. So that is 2000P. This could be a Cheerio dollar. We'll take a closer look at that tail feather section. And that's looking pretty smooth. I don't think we got that one there. The tail feathers, if you get a chance, look on the internet too. They've got some great pictures of what that's going to look like. Chances are those coins are going to be really sharp and uncirculated looking. Hey, we got another chance there, 2000P. And then they kind of have a herringbone design in the feathers that kind of gives them away. But you can see how smooth those tail feathers are. That's not going to be our variety. And that's just a die variety is all that is. About 5,500 of those were confirmed to have been produced and then sealed into Cheerio boxes. Lots of opportunities to spot one so far, but not yet. All right, 2000 Denver. All right, well, that's the third roll. So we've had a lot of good finds. 2 Susan B. Anthony's. All right, so hopefully you've got your date. You've guessed a date, and you've entered that into your comments below. And let's take a look and see what we have. 1980. I would not have guessed that one. And it is Philadelphia Mint Market, looks like. All right, so that is the show. Thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe and ring that bell so you don't miss another episode. And stay tuned, because we've got one more roll of these to go in our 4-part series, and we want you to see it. So until next time, this has been Matthew the Great Coin Roll Hunter. Happy hunting.